Hi guys, Matt V's Movies back for another video, and today is sort of follow-up video to a meet-up video with AJ and Chris, and I've already posted that on the channel, so yeah, please go and check that out if you haven't already. This is the next day after that meet-up, and I'm just going to show what was gifted to me from both AJ and Chris. I was planning on picking up a couple of titles, but actually Chris kindly offered to pay for them for me, so really do appreciate that, Chris. So as the thumbnail, I've got a big bag here from CEX. There's a couple of titles from that CEX store, and the rest is, as I say, gifted to me by the guys. So let's get into it. So welcome back. So yeah, as you'll have seen from the video, if you've checked it out, and we met up at Milton Keynes, and we went to the Film and Science Fiction Museum. That was a great museum. Really impressed with what they had there. They had a lot of props, actually. Well, it said that they were used in the films. You had Alien, Stargate, Star Trek. I can remember seeing there's quite a lot of uniforms from the Star Trek films and TV series. You've seen some photos that you could take. Unfortunately, you couldn't really sort of film in there, which was a bit of a shame. Yeah, I did include some photos. There's a telephone box, I believe, that was from Bill and Ted. Well, a mock-up anyway. That I think I'll put a photo in my video. But yeah, there was just a lot of sort of screen used props. One that really thought was cool was Roger Moore's gun, the Walther PPK, and the Spectre ring from Spectre. The latest Q, well, the actor who plays him in the Daniel Craig films, his glasses were there. And there were just like loads of different props from, you know, different things throughout sort of movie history, you know, even some of the sort of old TV series, Blake Seven, if you can remember Blake Seven from sort of back in the 1970s, early 80s, there were some props there. Space 1999, that was another TV series back in the sort of 70s, late 70s. And yeah, it was a real trip down memory lane. And it was, you know, if you're in the Milton Keynes area, I'd highly recommend going to sort of see it. It's really good, well worth the money. So it's nice to see things that are actually sort of been used in film. I think from what they're saying, there's a lot of collectors that loan this stuff out to them. So I think the exhibition is constantly changing. You may see different things at different times of the year, depending on, you know, who's sort of contributing to it. But yeah, highly recommend it. Chris, AJ and myself, you know, we sort of in between our sort of checking out the shops, we sort of, you know, had time to chat, you know, chat film, you know, great conversation, you know, talking about all sorts of films. Remember sort of a lot of chat about the sort of latest Alien Romulus film, you know, talking about that, talking about the Aliens, Predator films. Yeah, it's a great conversation with the guys. You know, we always have lots to talk about when we meet up. So yeah, it was a great day, and I'm actually going to be meeting up with AJ again in a few weeks' time, going down to London to the Batman Unmasked exhibition, which I believe AJ has already been to. I've seen some footage of that. I tried to skip a lot of that because I don't want to spoil a lot of it for myself. And So yeah, I'm going down there to the exhibition. I'm going with a friend of mine, and then we're going to meet AJ afterwards, and then pop to probably sort of HMV, Forbidden Planet, and probably a couple of CXs. So yeah, looking forward to that in a few weeks' time. So there'll be another video sort of documenting that as well. So look out for that. Right, well, I waffled on for quite a long while here, so let's get on with sort of what was gifted to me on this day out in Milton Keynes. Okay, so first up, there's 3 things that AJ has kindly given me, and the first one being My Bloody Valentine 3D version. Now, he recently watched this film and he said it was very good. He enjoyed it. I've never seen it. The 3D on this is the sort of the anaglyph, the sort of the red and blue glasses. So it's not the sort of 3D, modern 3D. I don't know whether I'll watch it in that. I'll probably just watch the 2D version. But yeah, I've never seen the film, so thank you for that one, AJ. Next up, now this is a great documentary, and I did see this on Amazon, and it is Robodoc. This is about 4 hours long, and it's all about the making of the RoboCop film. There's a very small piece about sort of the sequels, but they don't really touch upon that. It's all about the first film, and there's some great interviews with the cast and director. As I say, it's over 4 hours. It's split into different sort of sections, which is quite good. And now this particular edition is the UK case, but AJ's actually, he did have the Region A disc, which was in the steelbook, I believe. He did pick up the steelbook, but he has confirmed that the disc, the Region A disc, is actually multi-region, so I should have no issue playing it. I think he's put the 2 discs that were in this set in that steelbook. That's absolutely fine. You know, it's really nice to add this to the RoboCop Arrow edition that I have. Great documentary, fantastic film. You know, and if you're sort of, you know, you like the RoboCop film, the original one, I'd highly recommend sort of, you know, watching this, you know, on Amazon. It's on Amazon if you do have Amazon Prime, or you can, as I say, you can pick up. There's the UK edition, or there is a nice steelbook that's just come out, and I know AJ's just recently done a video showing that steelbook. So yeah, that's Robodoc. Okay, so the final gift from AJ, and this is a box set, and yeah, absolutely blown away with this one. It's the Rocky set, the Heavyweight Collection, all on Blu-ray. Now, I've obviously seen Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4. I'm not sure whether I've seen Rocky 5, and I don't think I've seen Rocky Balboa. So it's all 6 movies. And they all come in these sort of slim cases. So there's the Rocky Balboa. Rocky 5. Rocky 4 with Dolph Lundgren. I do believe there is a another cut of this that Stallone has done, cutting out a lot of the robot stuff that's in the film, but this will be the theatrical cut, I believe. Rocky 3 with Mr. T from the A-Team. If you remember that series back in the 80s. Yeah, I always liked this one. Yeah. Rocky 2. Fighting Apollo Creed again. Yeah, great sequel to the first one. And then, yeah, the original Rocky, which is always a favourite with everyone. Great film. Well, great series, really, wasn't it? As I say, I can't remember whether I've seen Rocky 5 or not, but I definitely haven't seen Rocky Balboa. I like the Creed films, they're good. Haven't picked those up, but yeah, I don't own the Rocky films, and as I say, I think AJ's got all of them on 4K now, 4K steelbooks, so he's kind of given me this, so thank you very much. Okay, so on to Chris's gifts. So the first one that he gave me, he's got a replacement for this. I think it's on Blu-ray, and it is the manga Akira. Now, I don't really know anything about this, to be honest. I know it's quite renowned. I've heard of it. I'm not a huge sort of manga or anime fan, but I'm willing to check it out. Chris, you know, said he wanted to pass this on, so I said, well, that's great, you know, really, really nice, you know, gift from him. And this is like a digipack version, so I know nothing really about the film. Like a little pamphlet there, a couple of discs, and yeah. So I know it's a Japanese, Japanese anime manga, but that's pretty much all I know. So, but yeah, look forward to checking out this film. So thank you, Chris. Okay, next up. So these were two things that I saw in CEX, and I was going to pick them up using my voucher. It was a huge long queue, as I say, and Chris was sort of he was halfway through it, and I got a voucher, and I said to him, oh, would you mind getting these? Can you use the voucher? And he said, no. He said, I'll buy these for you. So yeah, thank you ever so much, Chris. You didn't have to do that, but really do appreciate it. So the first one is this nice lenticular for the Lazarus Effect. I don't know where it's, you can see the eye. So this stars Olivia Wilde and Donald Glover. I have seen the film. Yeah, it's sort of like a horror film. Remember, it was quite good. I mean, what's really drew me to it is the lenticular. I haven't seen that before, so that's always nice to have a nice lenticular. There's the Amaray case. There's the back. Actually, probably easier if you see that. It's quite shiny, that, but yeah, pause if you wish to read it. And then you just got the one disc DVD. So that's the Lazarus Effect. And then the other one is Meg 2, The Trench. Yeah, I didn't get to see this at the cinema. I do have the first Meg film on Steelbook. And yeah, I mean, they're daft, aren't they? They're daft films, but they're entertaining, good popcorn fun. I do like Jason Statham. I think he's always good in the films that he does. And yeah, so I think I've got the 3D version of the Meg. They didn't do a 3D of this second film, unfortunately. But what is nice about this one is it does have a Dolby Atmos soundtrack on it. So I'm more than happy with the Blu-ray version. It'll upscale nicely on the projector. As I've said in sort of previous video, some of these modern films, they look really, really good upscaled. And and if they've got an Atmos soundtrack on it, sometimes it's it's worth just getting the Blu-ray. I mean, this was £6, so it's a very good price. I don't know what the 4K is. It's probably double that, maybe more. But yeah, that's the sort of way I'm going, I think, with some of these films, some of these modern films. As long as it's got the Atmos track on there, why pay too much for these things? I'm not saying I won't pick up 4Ks again, but yeah, it's a good way to sort of save a bit of money. I mean, obviously this didn't cost me anything, but it's a good price for a modern film on Blu-ray. So that's it. So once again, thanks to the guys. Really do appreciate those gifts. They're great, great selection of films to add to the collection. And like I say, yeah, we had a great day out. Really enjoyed the time. It all goes so quick. You get there, and before you know it, it's lunchtime, and then before you know it, it's time to sort of pack up and be leaving. But yeah, we'll definitely be meeting up again. The three of us, probably, I'd say next year now. Probably maybe leave it till the springtime, and maybe the guys can come to Peterborough this time round, because we tend to do a sort of circulation. So I think it'll be my turn to host, and we can check out a few shops in the Peterborough city centre. So if you're new to the channel, why not consider subscribing? And so I've got other videos. There's, as I say, the meetup video with Chris and AJ, and please go and check out both of their channels if you're new to my channel and you don't know of them. I'll leave links in the description down below. Great guys, both got great channels. And yeah, please give us a thumbs up. That really does help me out. Tells YouTube you like these sorts of videos. And yeah, see you next time. Bye now.